Let's go. Excited about this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You excited about this one?
Yes.
This is our first second annual tournament since arriving at Mirror Lake, right?
Yep.
All right. Hello and welcome to the second annual Spring Open draw video, right? Our second annual. I think it's pretty cool. Last year we had the same tournament in a mixed doubles format, and the winners were Stephen Morgan and Carmelita Mickelson. I think is it Mickelson?
I don't want to butcher her last name, so I'm not sure.
Anyway, they won it last year in the mixed doubles format. So hopefully they're both playing, but hopefully they can defend their titles split up. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
All right, we're going to hopefully do this video very quickly. Basically, the point of this video is to mention the draws, how the tournament's going to work, what time you can expect the matches to start on Friday night, and what are kind of the goals of the weekend. Anyway, if there's any questions, by the way, any type of questions or any type of special accommodations that we can attempt to assist with, just let us know. I think most of you that are watching this, if you do, some people we just text and let you know. But if you're watching this, surely you know who we are and how to get in touch with us, and know that we try to accommodate the best that we can. Okay. We always have a couple goals when Carla and I do a tournament, and the goals are pretty simple. Have a great time. Tennis is an international language that brings people together. So even though we're in a competition, it's still very much appreciated to maintain positive energy. And whether or not you are playing in the tournament or not, tennis players and the tennis community is more exciting the more people that are there. So I encourage, whether you're playing or not, to come cheer for these players. A lot of these players have worked incredibly hard, to say the least, right?
Yeah.
All right. So by the way, on Friday night we have a food truck for the dinner hours, and that is Liss. Is that Liss on Friday?
That's Asian cuisine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they've been there before.
They're incredibly good. Liss Asian cuisine. They do things like pad thai, lo mein, and egg rolls, and they're incredibly good, and we always look forward to that. And then on Saturday during the lunch hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a Spanish food truck, right?
Correct.
And
Venezuelan food.
Okay, so Spanish food. I think things like
Empanadas.
Empanadas, and
a whole bunch
tacos, stuff like that.
No, they don't do tacos.
No?
That's not a Venezuelan thing.
Well, give me an example then.
I don't know. They do shredded meat. They'll do plantains. They'll have rice and beans, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, sounds good. I can't wait.
Arepas, I think, was the other thing.
Okay, look forward to it.
For those that don't know, arepas are similar to empanadas. Anyways, continue.
Sign me up for 2 of each. All right.
And I might have one for dinner. I'm not sure yet. It all depends who gets back to me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
We have a keg reserved, so we'll pick that up on Friday. I think last year we floated that keg on early Saturday morning.
I could mention some names that are playing that that took breaks and drank every break. It's interesting.
Yeah, made for a very fluid tournament.
It was fun watching some of you guys.
But yes, what we did last year is the keg floated like early on Saturday morning. And we chipped in and we got another. So we can always make that happen. For all you keg floaters out there. But yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the moral of the story.
I didn't expect that. Like Friday, you could feel it going up already. I was like, wow.
Yeah, we got to the club at like 8:30 and the keg was like sideways. It floated up. Anyway, when we do tournaments, the mindset is to have a fun weekend. We try to maximize the amount of tennis to be played, with also taking into consideration that you want to chill out as well. So I think we try to take the most and try to combine it in some weird metaphor with relaxation, if that makes any reasonable sense. Anyway, a couple things also too. We always get the music going on Friday and Saturday nights. We've had karaoke the last couple of tournaments, or every tournament. But the last two, the only individuals that sang were Carla and myself, who are awful, and maybe one or two others, Emily and my kids. Yeah, so
all the kids.
So we figured we'd break out like the Bluetooth speakers or whatever, and we have one. But if anyone has a more ambient one, feel free to bring it. Also, we always have the fire pit there, so the fire pit is there to be used if in the evening when the music gets cranked up. If you want to throw some wood in the fire pit. All right. A whole lot of nice trophies we got that came in today. YTech Strings, the owner of the company, good friend of ours, Ivor Savage, as well. Diadem Sports, what's up, Doug Ma? Has assisted us in not only giving out to the first and second place winners of each division, not only nice trophies, but also some items from YTech and Diadem, respectively. Okay. All right. Enough of that. So at 5 minutes in, remember that for a timestamp. We are going to go ahead and list the women's 3-0 doubles teams. Now, at the last moment, we had someone that pulled out of the women's 3.0 division. So we went from 8 teams to 7. So the draw went to round robin format, which we contacted every one of the players or every one of the teams.
Yeah, they all agree.
And they were all right in on it. I must commend these young ladies because there's a lot of tennis there that they're going to play. But it will be very competitive and very fun. So who are the 7 teams? Let's go.
I won't say their last names. I'll just say the first names. Tony and Kristen, first team. Second team is Madeline and Hannah. Third team, Lauren and Heather. Fourth team, Sophie and Deborah. Fifth team, Kim and Whitney. Sixth team, Lynn and Layla. And 17, Ruth and Gabriella.
Okay. A lot of really good teams and a lot of players that have worked really hard this entire year, right? All of them. How the round robin play is going to work. Every one of those teams is going to play a match on Friday night. I think in this group, because there's so many, they're going to play 2 matches.
They're going to play 2 nights.
Okay.
So you are the first ones scheduled. They're the first matches that are going to go on the courts.
6 p.m. on Friday.
We're using all 8 courts. In case you guys didn't know, the club has 8 courts. So we'll be on. Should I tell them their match times or not? Or should I just contact them?
Either or. So for this group, your matches are going to start Friday night at 6 o'clock p.m.
You will start at 6 o'clock. You have a court assigned. Just all
yes.
The whole group will be there. Has to be there before 6 in case you want to warm up.
The beautiful thing about round robin play is between Friday and Saturday, there's no real time stamp. Everyone can work it out and we can work on it together and have fun with it. But everyone needs to have played everyone by the culmination of play Saturday night, right? So each one of these teams are going to play one another and the best of 8 games, an 8-game pro set, right? With that scoring. And then at the end of all those head-to-head matches, as Saturday night completes, we're going to take the top 4 teams and seed them based upon amount of matches won versus lost. And then as a tiebreaker, games lost. The top 4 teams out of those 7 teams will make it to the semifinals and finals on Sunday. So there's 7 teams. After everyone has played, everyone will tally the scores, and the top 4 will make it to Sunday for the semifinals and finals. And that same format will follow suit for every division that has a round robin format.
And going back again, you guys will be on at 6 o'clock, and your second matches will be approximately at 8 o'clock. So if you guys want to eat, I would eat in between. And there's one person in this round robin that is playing also on the 3-5s. So I did separate your time, Heather, which I'll contact her about that.
Yeah, and no stress. Totally chill. It'll be a great time. Okay, so let's go to women's 3-5s.
Another round robin.
Okay, round robin, 6 teams.
We have Teresa, Deanne is the first team. Second team, Emily and Leanne. Third team, Dawn and Julie. Fourth team, Heather and Lisa. Fifth team, Mary and Jennifer. And the sixth team, Rhoda and Savannah.
I look forward to some of those matchups, right?
So if you guys are watching, Emily and Leanne and Teresa and Deanne, you guys will be on at 6 o'clock. And Dawn and Julie and Rhoda and Savannah, you will be on at 6 o'clock. Heather and Lisa, you will play your match at 7:15.
Yep. And remember, the same thing goes here. There are 6 teams. When play ends on Saturday night, everyone will play everyone. We will take the top 4 teams based upon wins and losses. And as a tiebreaker, games lost, and seed those records and place them in the semifinals and finals on Sunday. Reminder, by the way, if there's any type of rain issue, okay, if there's any type of rain issue, A, with clay, it can be a little damp and we can play through it. B, if it's just a washout, which it doesn't look like it's going to be, I'm just going to say, then we will definitely keep you involved and figure out the best process of finishing the tournament. But I think the forecast looks good.
All right, next team, women's 4-0.
Okay, women's 4-0.
Another round robin. First team is Millie and Katie. Second team is Emma and Alina. Third team is Tiffany and Karen. Fourth team is Sarah and Adriana. Fifth team is Blakely and Laura. And sixth team is Carmelita and Liliana. Now I have 4 teams here that are playing at 6 o'clock, and that is Emma, Alina will be playing against Katie and Millie at 6 o'clock. And then Tiffany and Karen will be playing Carmelita and Liliana at 6 o'clock. So you guys need to be there a little bit before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, if not, totally cool.
And then
we're there all weekend.
And we'll
figure it out.
Blakely and sorry, because time is very important to people.
Yes.
Blakely and Laura will play against Sarah and Adriana at 8 o'clock.
They're gonna be
your match will be a little bit later.
They're gonna be a tough team.
Her request.
Yeah. And again, if long, we'll be accommodating for any match, anytime, whatever, as long as either A, your opponents are okay with that, and B, it doesn't interfere with anything moving forward. But yeah, just it'll be a chill weekend.
Next team,
can assure you.
Men's 3-5.
Okay, let's go.
I'll name the teams: Chad and Josh. Joshua, you will not be playing Friday night. You are one of the teams that will not play on Friday night.
No. Okay. So
you have a bye.
So Shad won the tournament, the last tournament.
With Josh.
So we gave him a bye because this is a 13 team. So this is 13 teams. So this one on a regular draw format. So a couple of players have buys based upon the odd number. And we gave Shad a bye because he won the last tournament. Okay. So Shad won't play until Saturday, but Shad knows he's a quality player. Shad knows to come out and to check out the competition.
I guess our tennis, Cam, it's not that type of video though.
Oh, anyway, forget about it. Come
Thanks,
on.
guys, but it's not that type of. All right, the next one to have a bye is JT and Kenny Sands. Kenny Sands is playing in another division in the 4-0, so he will play that night, but he's not playing his match men's 3-5. JT, you don't have to play on Friday. But I'm sure you're going to want to watch your wife play. So you'll be
So Kenny Sands is playing 2 divisions. So he is going to have a bye in that I guess in that bracket, but he's playing in another division as well.
Right. And the next team that has a bye is Darius and Mike Adams. Darius is also playing in the 4-0s, but Mike is not, and I will get in contact with him. His match won't start till Saturday.
What's up, Darius? Let's go, bro.
Let me name the other teams. Mike.
Okay, now this is first round matchups.
Round matchups.
Yeah.
You will play on Friday. Mike Warren and Dylan, you will play at 6 o'clock against Brad Fuller and David Potter.
Now reiterate that. Dylan and Mike Warren are playing Brad and Devin Potter round. David Potter first round Friday night. This is the first bracket that we've released. The rest of the brackets have been round robin. Mm-hmm. So this is an actual matchup. Okay. So they will play Friday night at 6. At
6, yes. Okay. Next match. Riley and Noah against Joey and Robert. You guys will play at 7:15. Robert and Steven will play against Mike and Stan, and your match is also at 7:15. Toby and Giza will be playing against Mike H. and Patrick at 7:15 as well. And Rick Thompson and Sean will be playing against Tyler and Zachary at 7:15 on Friday.
Yes. Excellent draw there. Next, what do we got? Men's 4-0.
Men's 4-0.
Let's go.
Christian Coney and Brett had a bye.
Yes. Now, once again, Christian Coney won in the 4-0 division, the last tournament we have. So Shad won in the 3-5 division. Mm-hmm. Christian won the last 4-0 division. So Christian is a club member. He'll be there throughout the weekend. We know, but we gave him a bye because he's a defending champion.
And not only that, he'll be playing in the 4-5s as well.
Oh, he's
playing up. So you got Brett, you will not be playing Friday night. Rashad and Norman, you will not be playing Friday night as well as Reggie and Tim will not be playing on Friday night. Neither will Robert Lerner and George Coates will not be playing on Friday night. And George May and Hasty will not be playing on Friday night.
Those teams were given byes.
Correct.
Okay.
So the teams that are playing on Friday night, Devon and Cody will be playing against Darren and Jeff at 7:15. Kenny Sands and Tapper against Brian and Patrick will be playing at 7:15. Darius and Joel will be playing George and Pierre at 7:15.
Those are the first round matchups Friday night for men's 4.0. And again, I know a lot of you could care less about watching the video. You just want to know what time your match starts. Blam, blam. Get in touch with us. You know our numbers. Or B, Justin space Carlo with the C space Davis Facebook, or Mirror Lake Racquet Club Facebook, or Shoot a Monkey. What am I thinking of? 5K Tennis on Facebook. What's anyway,
Justin, Carla, Davis.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
yeah.
that. We'll get in contact. Next,
Okay, yeah.
Next,
All right, so
five.
men's 4-5. Let's go.
Yes. Teams are Mark and Ben, Colin and Gabe, Peyton and Corey, Kenny and Jonathan, Christian and Jabo, Stephen and Brad. You guys, Colin and Gabe will be playing against Mark and Ben at 8 o'clock. Peyton and Corey will be playing against Stephen and Brad at 8 o'clock. And Kenny and Jonathan will be playing against, did I mix that up? Sorry, let me go back. Peyton and Corey will be playing against Stephen and Brad at 8 o'clock. And Kenny and Jonathan will be playing against Christian and Jabo at 8 o'clock.
You know, when I hear some of those names, I'm reminded of when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of players in there, quite a few that played juniors here in the late 80s and early 90s.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, so that the men's 4-5 once again was in a round robin format. I think it's the best format personally to be a fan of. Right, you get to see everyone play everybody. The cream of the crop rises to the top. Top four make it into the final day. And then here we go for the whole kit and caboodle on Sunday. We try to pick one or two of the finals. We have 6 divisions. We try to pick one or two of the divisions and then film that final play-by-play, whatever, just for fun. So hopefully we have an opportunity to do that. And again, if there's any type of weather element, we'll be more than obliged to figure that out no matter what. But I think the forecast looks pretty good. And based upon how well we keep up with the clay, I think hit or miss, I think we'll be just
fine. If anybody wants to, we have some shirts. Check out the Facebook page. Get in contact with us.
Yeah, shirts and hats. So the shirts we have on, and they have summer or spring open on the back. And then myself and a gentleman by the name of Gary Lewis are still working on kind of the prototype hats. I think they're going to be all white with a gold kind of yellowish spring open, and we're still trying to figure that out. But the shirts, we have an active order list for, but just let us know and we'll compile that list and give that list to Gary. And then the hats, we'll shoot out a prototype of those once they're complete. Okay. All right. Be ready to ball. Let's go.
All right. Take care, guys.
See ya.